The truth about home prices in Arizona. Welcome back, everyone, to my show, the Monday Market Update. Today, I specifically going to share with you two of the most important factors, key information for home buyer and home seller in Arizona, which is about home price and the available houses on the market. With that, let's dive right into the information. The whole idea of today's episode is surrounding two questions that a lot of people are asking me nowadays. Number one, why do I see a lot of price dropped nowadays? Why do I see a lot of home price drops nowadays? Right? If you go to Zillow or Realtor.com or any real estate website, you're gonna see reduce 20,000, reduce 15,000. Some of the houses reduce 100,000 even. Right? So a lot of people are thinking, oh my goodness, because they cannot sell and therefore they have to reduce the price, right? And maybe the market is crashing and therefore that's the reason why home prices goes down, right? But let's step back a little bit and actually looking at the price that that the home is sold for. Because here's the information, okay? The reason, I mean, all the number that you see on Realtor.com or Zillow or any big websites, okay, they are only asking value. They are only asking price. That means a homeowner can come to the market with any price that they want, right? It could be 2 million, 1 million for a $500,000 house, for example. There's no rule against not against that, right? As long as there's an agent willing to put it on the market for that high price, right? But of course, some of the time, maybe the home price only $500,000 house, but they list for like 550. So that means it's above the market value of $50,000, or maybe even $600 for more than $100,000, and that's the reason why you see a lot of price drop on the active listing. What about the price? Which is more, I think more important is looking at the price at which the home gets sold. Okay, because that is actually the price that both the seller and the buyers are agree in the transaction. And with that, let's go dive right into this chart right here, which is the monthly median sale price in Arizona market. Okay, specifically, we are going to compare the 4 months of August, okay, for August for the last 4 years. If you're looking at from 2021 to 2022, August of 2021 to 2022, we see that the home price increased from about 4 million sale price, increased about 405,000 to all the way up to $450,000. That is almost 11.11% increase for a year, right? Now, obviously, back then in 2021 and 2022, the market is so hot because the interest rate is so low. Therefore, we have a high increase in number of home price, the price in which the home is sold for, right? But moving on to 2023, we see actually a drop, an actually drop of 2.63% from $450,000 to all the way to about $438,000. Okay, so that's about 2.63 drop. Now, from there, there's a lot of up and down and up and down in the real estate market. But if you connect the two dots, you actually see that the home price increased about 2.45% compared to the price of previous year. As of August, we have about 4,000, 400,000, 448,000, 449,000 median sale price in all the homes across Maricopa County. So obviously, you see, even though there are a lot of home price, home reduction that you see on the big website or any real estate website, right? Because here's the thing: if the price doesn't get dropped or changed, you will not know. The way the system it work is that whenever there is a change in the price, they have to tell you. They have to tell you because they know that you pay attention to it. And that's the reason why a lot of people pay attention to those price drop. But but we forget about the fact that maybe they start at the wrong foot. Maybe they start at the wrong asking price. And that's the reason why the house gets sitting on the market forever. And that's the reason why you see multiple price drop on the market. Okay. But if you're looking at the sold value, the sold price, you're going to see an increase, slight increase from last year, right? If you compare to August 2022, you probably see a reduction as well, a slight reduction, okay? But if you compare to a short term, you still see a home price increase. And with this trend, I think it's going to be continue up and down around 450, right? So maybe next month we are talking about a reduction, who knows, right? But obviously, it doesn't go any lower than 450. That's a good thing, right? Because that's showing that if this trend keep going down, keep going down, keep going down like this, we do have a problem. But as of right now, it's go down and then it's go back up, and it seems like it's gonna go around for $50,000 as of today. Okay. The second question that I heard a lot is, I see too many houses available on the market. What is going on right now? All right, let's dive right into the information here. Okay, with the information I'm going to share with you here is the active listing available on the market, and the purple line, each line represents a year. Okay, the purple line represents the 2024, right? Obviously, you see here compared to 2020, 2021, and 2022, we are at the very high level. Okay, at the very high level right here, because obviously it's higher than everything, right? Except the only year that it doesn't go any higher is 2022 as of right now. Because 2022, and toward the end of the year, that is when the interest rate goes crazily at 7.5 or even sometimes 8%, and therefore they're not really like active buyer want to go back to the market, right? They want to pause, and therefore there's a lot of remaining houses on the market. Okay, so that is true when you say, I would say that your observation is right about the available houses, way too much on the market, 16,817. Okay, but I have to say, out of those, how many houses that fit your need? Because we are looking at that much. Well, when you go to Zillow.com or Open Door or Realtor.com, right? There's a lot of dot on the screen, and you're afraid that that is going to be really high number of houses available for you. But that represents the 16,000 number, right? But let's say if we go, all right. So as of about 30 minutes ago, when I prepared for this presentation, I go, this is an MLS, the multiple listing service, which is a system that realtor like us use to find a house for the buyers and to help the seller sell the house on the market, right? So as of today, about 30 minutes ago, there are about 19,331 homes listed for sale on the market. All right. Someone will say, wow, 19,000, that's a lot of houses. And for sure, the market going to crash. Well, let's further, because not all the 19,000 property here gonna check your need, right? Because sometimes, for example, if you add in, okay, I only want to buy the house less than 500, and I want to buy the house at 3 bedroom or more, and I want to do one story, and I do want to do a 1995 or newer. Okay, that's number 19,000 dropped significantly to 2,956 or 3,000. Okay, so it's dropped significantly. Okay, so that almost, I don't know, 70% or 80% drop already from the original number. Keep in mind that not all of you, this is the available houses around Maricopa County. It's a very big number. Not every one of you, not every one of the buyer that I know have the search around this big of an area, right? They probably want to focus in, let's say, Chandler and Gilbert. And when we put that information in, we have about 22 active listings on the market. So 22 listing that available for you for a certain buyer, right? to choose from. That's not a lot. Because here's the thing, not all 22 houses gonna be designing the same way, right? And not everything gonna have a nice upgrade, right? So therefore, they ain't gonna be get stuck to this. They get 22. That's it. You have to select. Not to mention, I only put a certain amount of criteria, right? Some of you may not like the pool, so that is another criteria. And maybe some of you like a bigger house, right? Imagine if those criteria are put in, you're not going to have a lot of available houses on the market. Okay, so my conclusion for this presentation is that seller pricing is extremely important. I understand that some agent may want to put your listing on the market and they can say that they can price very high, but be very, very cautious about home prices. Okay, you ask them to see whether any sold properties, and I emphasize that because there's maybe any other active properties on the market, but they cannot never be sold, right? Uh, as for sold property comes so that you can know whether you can sell at that price or not. Okay, if not, probably you have to be at the more fair market value. For the buyer, don't overwhelm for the amount of available houses on the market. Focus on your criteria, and you will see that you're not going to have as many options as you think. Okay, so be patient with the process. Make sure that you select the right house before you make any decision. Don't rush into the process. If you find a house that do not have a checkbox for a must criteria, don't even worry. Well, we have to be patient. Okay, don't think like why there's 19,000 houses and I cannot find any house suit me. Well, here's the thing, that because not every single one of them gonna check your need, right? That's my advice for the buyer and the seller in this market nowadays. Thank you so much, everyone, and see you next week.